Dear divine nature, God want love and love alone. Please grant unto us a clear understanding of feminism and what is thy will for us. May we be guided by thy spirit of truth, humble our hearts to follow the truth, and dear Lord, even as we read one with another, please encourage our hearts to continue in the discipline of reading, that we may know our surroundings and what is going on in our environment, and use the faith of Jesus Christ to reject all evil. Please bless us here and be with us right now, please, as we enter into this discussion. In Jesus' holy name we pray. Amen. Okay, brethren, so we are continuing from last week. So we start by the topic, media eradicates love. Okay, media eradicates love. All found? Okay. Yes.
Just summarize a lot of what happened last week.
Yes, I'm going to come. Okay, so before we start reading, brethren, you find your chapter, your subheading, and before we start reading, let's recap what we looked at last week. Now, what we looked at, we spoke about is feminism in its early stage, right? With the worship of Semiramis goddess worship, which was Nimrod and his mother, right? Nimrod who married his mother, and we spoke about Lilith worship. We went on to speak of feminism as a movement now that was started in a whole house by the Illuminati. And this was an agenda way to destroy the family. We looked at the social personal codes. This is one of our medical staff from before, right? So we look at the social personal codes that feminism attacked, like marriage, sex, gender, conscience. We looked at as well creationism, right? So we will start again where we started last week in Psalm chapter 2. You see, the thing about Psalm chapter 2 is that it gives us it shows us the real agenda behind destroying the social personal codes that bind us to God. Right? And brethren, please keep in mind this is a discussion, so we have to be discussing one with another, right? So that's why you have the document in front of you. So expect interaction, scriptures, contributions, right? Okay, so Psalm chapter 2, and we'll start verses 1 to 3. It says, why do the heathen rage? And we know heathen there is nations, and both rages conspire. So why do the heathen conspire? And the people imagine a vain thing. The kings of the earth station themselves, and the rulers set counsel together. The word counsel there is conspiracy against Yahweh and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. Verse 4, he that sitteth in the heaven shall laugh, and Yahweh shall have them in derision. So if we look back at verse 1, we see that the nations are conspiring. So brethren, this is not a conspiracy that now started. This conspiracy has been going on for years. And we saw in verse 2 that the kings of the earth stationed themselves and the rulers set counsel. So that's already established things like feminism or what we call homosexuality and sodomy, thank you, sodomite marriages and these things, remember the conspiracy was set years ago. It's not something that just happened by chance. And it says that they conspire against whom? Yahweh and his anointed, which is Christ. What do they conspire to do? To break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. We had seen that the bands or the cords are known as cords of love. And these cords ties us to God, which is marriage, sex, gender, conscience, and last week we look at creationism. So these things are once society uphold these things, Christ is able to work with the mind, to bring the mind to the truth. But if a man and a man decides to want to get married, the kind of rebellion you have to be already have in your mind. How you think it will be easy to bring a person like that dressed out to the truth? So these thoughts, these social personal thoughts are set there to bring persons to the truth. But what we want to emphasize on is that it is a conspiracy to break it up, to destroy these thoughts or to break the thoughts. And we see that these thoughts is against Yahweh and his anointed. So it is anti-monotheistic, belief in other gods propagated, Baphomet promoted. But we know in feminism, it teaches God is worship. Right? We spoke about, excuse me. Yes, ma'am. Excuse me. Excuse me, Brethren, I have a little committee this afternoon. Right? You know, feminism teaches witchcraft. Right? Last week we spoke about the worship of Lilith, the goddess, who they say was Adam's first wife. And when they were having relations, he went on top and she pushed him over and said, no, she wants to be on top. Right? We spoke about that. It is also against his anointed. So it is an anti-Christological morality, which means Christianity is spoken against, marginalized, targeted with restrictive legislation. And brethren, when you research on feminism, you will see where there are feminists who wrote against the Bible. They decided they don't like the story of Adam and Eve. They don't like the fact that Eve is supposed to be in subjection to Adam, or that her desire would be to her husband, and they decided to write over the Bible. Right? And you will see at various times they speak against Christ. So, by God's grace, I would like to turn to one more scripture. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 22 and 27. And what we want to look at here, before we start reading, is Christ's influence in marriage and why the marriage is important. Brother Clayton?
When you say that you a seed of the Roman Catholic Church, it's very helpful and feminism, knowing that they exalt their about
well, this idea of Mary, from what I understand so far, this idea of Mary, you know the picture that show Mary and she holding the baby Jesus, that actually come from the worship with Semiramis, Nimrod. Before the flood, it was really Nimrod and his mother. The mother holding him as a baby. Well, you know he later ended up marrying his mother, right? doctrine that God is worship doctrine found in the religion. Right? So we're looking at Christ's influence on the marriage and why what they call traditional marriage is important. You see, traditional marriage testifies of the unity between Christ and the church. And that is why it is so important to maintain that in society. We have seen in previous study with Brother Medina where he showed the social Christi or Christ's influence on society, politics, and economics. Right? And we're going to look at it even in marriage. So Ephesians chapter 5 verses 22 to 27. It says here, wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands as unto the Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife, even as Christ is the head of the church, and he is the Savior of the body. So 1 second, you will see here that the husband is to be head of the wife as Christ is head of the church. So the symbolism there is the husband is to be a type of Christ in the home. Amen? And we continue. Verse 24. It says, therefore, as the church is subject unto Christ, so let the wives be to their own husbands in everything. So the wife is supposed to be subject as the church is subjected to Christ. So the woman representing the church. So the husband represents Christ, the woman represents the church. Verse 25. Husband, so it's showing the social relationship, right? 1 second. Husbands, love your wives, even as Christ also loved the church and gave himself for it. That doesn't sound like patriarchy, right? Or men control everything, right? Already against feminism. That he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of the water by the word. So you already see men's role in the home. He's supposed to be sanctifying his wife with the word of God. And verse 27 says that he might present it to himself a glorious church, not having spot or wrinkle or any such thing, but that it should be holy and without blemish. So we see here Christ's influence on the family, on the marriage, and the importance of having that in society. Sister Nicole?
Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands as unto the Lord. And verse 24 says, therefore, as the church, right, wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands as unto the Lord. Explain more about that submission and the subjection unto the husband. The wife is to have unto the husband. Because in feminism, they say that there's no woman supposed to be subjected to no man. And no woman is supposed to submit to no man. So if we are to meet with that argument, how would you explain the subjection and the submission that a woman is to have unto her husband?
Amen. Well, when God says submit yourself to your husband, look at verse 21. It says submitting yourself one to another. Amen. I just want to emphasize that point as well. One to another. But they won't say that.
They don't
right?
say that. No, they don't
It
say that.
in the fear of God. Colossians chapter 3 and verse 8. If you could take a look at that, it brings it out a little more. It says, verse 18, sorry. salvation, because we saw in Ephesians he's supposed to sanctify the wife.
Amen.
And it is not fit in the law. There's no obligation to obey that. Because then it will just be transgression.
Amen.
So God already laid that. But you see, feminism will not look at those scriptures and they will see it opportunity where women suffer. Right, Sister Shani?
No, the word submit is like a curse word.
Sister Shani?
The word submit is like a curse word for some women.
Yes.
Right? Because when they hear the word submit, immediately what comes to their mind is slave ship. This man put on my neck. This kind of thing. Obedience and all that. It's just something that is really affecting society because many of them they get mad because they don't submit to nobody over them, no Lord and God over them. So it is very important when it is we say woman submit yourself unto the husband and you're presenting to a female when the Bible is submitting what it means. I understand and spend that matter because of what it means to submit. That is not slave-ship God speaking about. It's not you being tortured in any way or put down in any way, but it's a submission of humility, you know, of respecting your significant other and respecting your husband and your wife, and this vice versa.
As it is fit in the law.
As it is fit in the law. Not a submission that is, you know, a slave-ship. You know, things that's coming to you and it's just wickedness right and you just have to obey because this is your husband. And even in churches, he said it like that because they can be now in a relationship. A man beating you and a church will tell you to stay.
Yes.
They will tell you to stay. That your husband, stay right there. That is not true submission.
In the book of Peter, 1 Peter chapter 3, and we look at verse 7. 1 Peter chapter 3 and verse 7. But we know the husband was, Sister Wright puts it, the house man, which is the one to hold the house together, supposed to be, as we showed earlier on, the priest of the home. Right? Now in 1 Peter chapter 3 and verse 7, it says, likewise ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel, and as being heirs together of the grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered. So we see that whilst the husband is the priest of the home, he is to dwell with the woman according to knowledge. So in other words, not just I see and you do, but give her knowledge, and knowledge and an explanation to the person's mind, that they can learn. There's an intelligent being, there's not some robot, that you just give instruction. Give her knowledge to them, and as they see the knowledge, they cooperate with it, and hence as cooperating with him, they cooperating with God, and so they have a
Amen. Well, you want to sit down, right? Can you explain the weaker vessel?
weaker vessel.
Yes.
Alright, then we know,
emphasize what
right, when we know the Bible tells us in the book of Timothy, right? Let's look at it. 2 Timothy. 1 Timothy chapter 2, and we look at verse 14. 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 13 and 14, right? Verse 13 says, for Adam was first formed, then Eve, and Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression. So we know that the devil deceived Eve, however Adam practiced self-deception, because he very well knew what she had done, but he consciously chose her above what God said. Right? So weaker in the context of, we know that women are generally weaker in all around in a certain sense. Physically wise, a man's body is much more stronger than a woman, at least some of them. Right? And women also, the grace of Christ can make anybody strong. Right? So it's a matter of, say that again?
Outside of Christ, the mind of a woman is always weaker in the sense that women dwell on emotion. So it's easy to get through to a woman according to what you say and how you say, it's easy to get through to a woman. Right? That is, in that sense is what I wanted to get. Where the weaker is in that sense. It does not mean that you're stupid. It does not mean that you don't have sense. It just means that it is easier to get through to the female who dwells on emotion than with a man who is what? Logical.
It also does not mean that a woman can train her mind to work on principles.
Amen, of course. That's what I said, outside of the faith.
Amen. So in the faith here, we can train our minds to work by the principles of the faith.
Amen.
And don't go by feelings and how we feel and our emotions and so on. Because the Bible tells us the just shall live by faith. Faith is not feeling.
Amen. And that is what Ephesians chapter 5 is like. All about when it says the man, you are supposed to sanctify the wife. Because you have got supposed to show up how to think logically and operate less by emotion, just start.
Right, I have a question for Brother Medina, right? Brother Medina? So I was listening to our old study, right? And on the same point, someone asked Brother Medina a question. They asked if it is before sin, if it is God made woman more, for lack of words, more emotional than men. And you answered the question, you said yes, and you gave an explanation. So if you can explain it a little more and why.
There is nothing wrong with being emotional once it is guided by faith. That is how Eve was in contrast to Adam. So that's how she was made. But without faith, nature gets weaker than the man. That's why the Bible says, be weak of yourself. Because without faith, nature gets weaker than man. But it also makes her have rigid obedience to an authority figure that can handle, so that you will overlook justice and mercy as a ruler. That's why in the Illuminati they put women as rulers. But once you have an authority figure who they're supposed to be following, who could harm them if they don't obey, they will do anything. And in doing those things, they will not exercise justice and mercy. But if it is a man now, the man can rebel and figure that his body, the way he is as a man, he could get you if he rebels. But the woman will always figure that she will put down. That's why they push women as rulers. So yes, that is true. But with faith, it's supposed to be nice, very nice. But without faith, it makes them weaker. That's why God said weaker first.
Amen. So now we will get to the readers.
I just want to ask you a question.
Okay.
I'm really sorry that I can't throw my voice this far, right? But someone told me once that they believe that a woman is a byproduct of the man simply because God hadn't created a woman for Adam when he created, the pairs in the garden with the animals, right? Because it said to me, I believe that women are a byproduct of man, especially with this verse that was just quoted here, where she would have been the one that transgressed. Can you explain that to me, please?
If by byproduct is meant that it is only an afterthought which God made her know, God wanted the man to see the need. That's the reason why when he made Adam, when he tell him, you name the animals, male, female, he saw the people. Why was he all God said, okay, you see the need for it, go to see. And then they go. So it wasn't like really like a byproduct. by the way, she was made from the river of God, showing the unity of the two as supposed to exist, the cooperation and the benevolence of the man in his relationship, not being a cruel dictator, but benevolent dictator. Watch that one, right? So what we have here is that because of sin, everything has gotten warped. She has become weaker. Therefore, man is supposed to be job. This is the reason why men have a tendency of spying out women and seeing how they get into their women. And they always come to the emotional way. They never come to the intellectual way. Man doesn't come and say, well, I'm an intelligent genius, and I like yours because I'm an intelligent genius, let us relate each other. It comes to be affectionate. This is the reason why a man is supposed to be our protector. You know you can take advantage, don't. Make us stronger.
Amen. Okay.
Just a compliment what Brother now saying. Just a compliment what Brother now saying. I'm sorry, I don't have the quotation. I remember this is very short. The brief that was taken from the man was to show to us that the woman was equal to the man and not subjected to underneath his feet. Understand? So,
Amen. Amen.
So you all heard that, right? No. What the brother was reminding us of is where Sister Ellen G. White said, where God subdued from the side of the man to show that the woman is supposed to be equal to the man and not under his feet. Right? So, brethren, document. Let us read. Right. Okay. Media eradicates love. Every facet of the mass media, movies, TV, magazines, music, commercials, news, is used for indoctrination and social control with the ultimate goal of enslavement. There is a connection between what happened in communist Russia and what is happening in America today. In both cases, the central banking cartel is asserting its totalitarian control. When he speaks about the central banking cartel, of course he's speaking about the Illuminati and those people there, right? But what he's showing here is that they use the mass media to indoctrinate. And we spoke about that last week. The televisions, the radio. You see, he spoke about communist Russia. It is because in the time of Stalin would have radios and loudspeakers led into factories and villages, theaters and schools, in movies. Right? And what would be playing on the radio? It would be telling you communism is good, here capitalism. So everywhere they go, they would hear it. The children sit down in the school, they hear it. They go to watch a movie, they hear it. And so the media was used to promote propaganda. Right? He would also control what books was to be published and what books was not to be published. They took control of art as well. Right? And only art displaying socialist or communism in a good light was allowed to be produced. So I'd like to show a little video and watch this article. There's two of them, right? I'll show you the articles and watch feminism in the art. You know, we will watch the ad and we may watch it, they will sit down in home, they don't have kids, because we may watch it, they may laugh. But really think about it as they should.
I don't know about you, but I love a bunch of animals. My kids are pigs, and my husband is, as soon as I clean the house, it gets dirty again. That's why I have an iRobot Roomba. I just push one button, and it eliminates the daily grind of keeping the floors clean. so I can spend more time with my best friend.
iRobot. Let a robot do your dirty work.
So you all see, right? This is just an example. If you go a person watching, they will pick up. But she's the one with the robot. Her children have things. And what the husband is. That's right. Right? So now we're going to watch just a little video. You're going to see how they explain using the media to control the mind. Right? And we women have to watch as well because they use the emotions. So when you're watching the video, your mind. That is why anything you see after beauty in the light of faith.
Thousands of people. Through this message, we are able to enjoy a combination of the radio, motion pictures, and the stage, right in the comfort of our own home, simply by pushing a button and turning a dial. These cells with their electrical charges are scanned by a stream of electrons, completing 30 pictures a second. Compare that cruise picture with these of today, and you can judge for yourself how far along the road to perfection television has traveled.
Most people still they think that all entertainment to do with movies, drama, is therefore nothing more than entertainment. And never ever was that case.
Of course, television can perform such miracles as this. Yes, but perhaps there's no harm wishing that it could.
The greatest social messages are promoted through movies and drama, high drama, through the fixation of emotive sequences, emotional sequences, not logical, factual sequences. They're pushing points across in an emotional way which register and fix in the mind. So emotional content is very, very important rather than going through an actual discussion or an argument using logic and facts. There's no debate. And when you're being downloaded through fiction, your guard is down, the sensor part of your brain is not in action. It isn't saying, yes, I agree with this, I disagree with that, as you would in a debate or a lecture. You're actually in an alpha state, being completely downloaded with new ideas.
Throughout history, social engineers have refined techniques designed to control large populations.
About 100 years ago, this big organization with many branches they wanted to rule the world basically using Britain as a nucleus of a system, an embryo, which also is going to be joined with the US under the Anglo-American establishment, wrote about the kind of culture and the changes of culture over a 100-year period that they would actually design, implement, and bring in. And H.G. Wells talked about it too. He talked about arenas. He says arenas could be put up across the world for sports, for instance. Now, at that time, sports was something that children, school children were into. Adults became adults and got onto adult things. So it was unimaginable at the time that people could actually believe that there's even a need for adult sports and entertainment, never mind having arenas built across the world. But he said we can do this. And Foist basically a sports culture for the males. Using a tribal system, we're all tribal to an extent, that's why we even bother to vote for a tribal leader. This is well understood, that's why we're supplied with these leaders. And because the average man is to become more disengaged from his own destiny, as the expert class arose, it was decided that the males would get their outlet basically, being gradually becoming helpless as males, through sports. Therefore, they had a tribal team you could identify with. They could cheer them on as they were winning. In their own personal lives, they were getting nowhere. They were getting disenfranchised in a sense as experts took over decision-making for them in all kinds of fields. So this was psychology at use, planned before we even implemented the sports. When radio came along, of course, they used that to the maximum. Sports for the men, soap basically for the women, and then Indian television, as I say, with its alpha state, its hypnotic state. And sure enough, around 1960s, really 50s and 60s, it took off. It really took off. And men became glued on Saturday nights to sports shows. A culture industry, which is called by its own the culture industry. The Soviet Union had a department called the culture industry. Their actors and directors were called the cultural leaders, because they would, like a computer, people like computers, all you have to do is keep getting them new updates every so often, and you can change an entire country or a nation or a block of nations. We're all getting the same upgrades at the same time along certain paths. Today we call it political correctness. Most people want to belong to their peer group. They want to be the same as everyone else when it comes to opinions. In fact, they judge their own personal sanity by bouncing ideas off their neighbours and friends who will answer back and agree on these same topics and kind. It doesn't matter if the topics or what you're getting are facts or utter nonsense, as long as everyone agrees at the same time, they'll say what I'm saying, and their friends will all agree because they've had the same information given to them.
But they've been programmed. And I'm sad because I know that it's hard for people like that to take an interest, a serious interest in world affairs, to take a serious interest in what their elected officials are doing. And they're not going to be really inclined to study or discover the deception that's being used against them. And so I'm sad because I see all of that in a flash in my mind as being an indication of how easy it is for the masses to be manipulated.
The scientific dictatorship understands what makes human beings tick. They understand our psychology. They've studied it, and they're using it against us. But the minute the public awakens to the fact that there is an agenda to manipulate them, and the second the public realizes that they are being conditioned and controlled, the establishment begins to lose that edge they've got over people. So all I ask viewers to do is to think for themselves and to study public relations, to study advertising, to study propaganda, and to realize how much of it is out there in their daily lives. And then make the decision for yourself. I just want people to think on their own and to not have their decisions and their thoughts and their ideas pre-packaged and basically downloaded into them.
A little lengthy, but you all understand, you all get the point. The purpose of it was for you all to get the idea of how they indoctrinate us through the media. Right? So beware of what you watch, beware of the things that you put your mind to. You'll go places where you can't control, you'll jump in a max, you won't be able to control what you hear on the radio. But you could keep the faith in your mind, you could look at things through the eyes of faith. And as the guy said, he said study it, he said study the propaganda. Not to follow it, but to be aware of the surroundings, to be aware of what they're trying to do to us. Right?
Should somebody, is that the show, should rethink the light of faith? So let's ask him a question, right? Based on this, the sister mentioned we should rethink the light of faith. Should somebody now put themselves in a position where they expose to all these things and say they're doing it in the light of faith? No.
Well, it depends on why, what are they doing for research? Like, I have to sort of pull up certain, videos, and then we research it with things. But we are against going cinema, period. Right? We are against going cinema, period. No.
We know that what is being said is true, right? Based upon the fact that we all used to watch TV at some point in time. with faithless. And you will see on TV, they hate, you hate who they want you to hate. You love who they want you to love. You're against who they want you to be against because you're just going along with it. And anything, it doesn't matter what it is. It can be wrestling, it can be love movies, it can be football, it can be whatever it is. You against whoever it is they tell you to be against. It doesn't really matter when you make a decision and say, well, I like this character or I like this character. And we have incidences where it's so serious that some people can't even walk in the road comfortably. For instance, Brooke from Bold and Beautiful, we all know Brooke, get attacked 100 different ways in the road because them program people so much, they can't even separate the character she plays from who she is in real life. They just don't like she. Use this woman and attack but she cannot walk in the road comfortably. That's how serious it is out there. And even in these new shows, same thing with Game of Thrones. The queen that they had, she couldn't walk in the road anymore because people hated the woman so much. They actually wanted to kill her. So look, now we have a situation which they program your mind. Look, the gay thing we are going on now, all the sodomites. In every movie, what is that? A sodomite. Some sodomite relation. They make a whole movie, the Modern Family. Sodomites. And when it comes, when it's normal, they don't let it live. And it comes no, something was abnormal to you, where everybody was against at one point in time, you can't do that. No, it's like everybody had to live. Leave them. And everybody accept it because now they put it in the TVs, they put it all and they make you comfortable with this notion that these things okay. So, for me, watching TV outside of it, I don't watch TV, I said. But watching, if it is you have to watch TV, you need to pick wisely what you're watching. Documentaries that can help your mind, you know. And if it is you must, you say you want to watch a movie for whatever reason, it's a serious movie. I think be careful because you know they have the slavery shows of black people to make them hate white people. When you're done watching a slavery so if you see a white man, you can kill them. So you have to be very careful because it is very, very, it happened to me. It's very, very real. When I was in the world, I was racial, but now it is, you understand and you know that wasn't you. That was what they was giving you to have you thinking a certain way for you to be born in now, Black Lives Matter instead of all life matter because we all come from one God.
Okay, I see some hands, right? But before I take the hands, I was asked why the cinema going is not appropriate. And let me tell you what, brethren. When I came to the faith, I didn't understand why going cinema wasn't right. It wasn't the best thing to do. I didn't understand it. But as time passed, I remember I still didn't go. And then God gave me the understanding. Do you all remember the shooting when the man went to the cinema and he thought he was Batman? And he pulled out his gun and he shoot up the place and killed how much people in the movies? The thing is, you group yourself in the dark. But when you hear this, you group yourself in the dark with a bunch of people who have no faith to watch a show. And the show influencing them. So you have no protection. As opposed to you being in the comfort of your home, and you may see something and you will attack it by faith if something wrong comes across television. So you put yourself in a position with a group of them that have no faith being influenced as the video just showed, and the emotions being worked upon. So it is not wise. That is why it is not wise. And most persons now have flat screen TV, right? And listen, I am not saying to anybody don't watch no TV. I'm just saying whatever you do it wisely and according to faith. There are good programs, as the sister pointed out, that can really be educational to you and to your children. Right? Including programs or shows that shows conspiracies. There are shows like that exposes conspiracies, okay? So, just now, Sister Ashley first.
Right, so on the same topic,
topic, I had a quotation this morning and I didn't get to read it. So as we're on the topic, I'll read it now, right? So on the issue with, you know, the theater and the movies watching. Now nobody is saying don't watch no movies. But you know, everything that we do, you know, keep in mind, have this principle, what is my purpose? Some people, you know, they study for half an hour, and they're tired and they say, let me take a rest and I'm going to watch a movie. And if you really sit down and you work it out, you still have to interpret what you're watching, so your mind's still working. Your mind never rests, it's still working. You know, so what is your purpose in watching it? Don't just say, well, it's just entertainment. And don't just say, well, I have the faith, so I'm going to watch a movie with a whole set of cursing and immorality and I have the faith. No. Right? But as for the theater, this is taken from Adventist Home, page 404, chapter 82. The chapter is how the Christian chooses his recreation. Right? And the topic is the theater, the hotbed of morality. So she says, among the most dangerous resorts for pleasure is the theater. Instead of being a school for morality and virtue, as is so often claimed, it is the very hotbed of immorality. Vicious habits and sinful propensities are strengthened and confirmed by these entertainments. Low songs, lewd gestures, expressions, and attitudes deprave the imagination and debase the morals. Every youth, every person, not just youth, who habitually attend such exhibitions will be corrupted in principle. There is no influence in our land more powerful to poison the imagination, to destroy religious impressions, and to blunt the relish for the tranquil pleasures and sober realities of life than theatrical amusements. The love for these scenes increases with every indulgence as the desire for intoxicating drink strengthens with its use. The only safe course is to shun the theater, the circus, and every other questionable place of amusement. So, Virgin, it's not just, well, I have the faith, I couldn't go to cinema, and I could interpret it, and I did not deny the faith. It's not just that. It's a hotbed of immorality. The songs, the expressions, the environment. There's like a cheap motel. It's a place for evil angels. And as she said, it depraves the imagination. It debases your morals, it corrupts your principle. And every time you indulge in it, you more, she says, the indulgence or the desire for it strengthens as they continuously indulge in it. So that's just on the topic, right?
Amen, right? So, cinema, let us stay out of it. It is not necessary for our salvation. It doesn't help us. And we place ourselves in an environment where evil influence control. Right? So let us move on now. Brethren, now I don't have plenty handcuffs. We have to finish this document by the grace of God today. Right?
Go ahead, but go ahead.
Amen. So let us go quickly, right? In order to destroy the family, the media convinced women that they could not rely on the heterosexual contract. Now we will just skip this paragraph here, right? You all can look it up. This woman named Mona Blitt of the Ladies Home Journal, she was founded by the
they call it, men just want to keep you in your place. Number 2, women are victims by virtue of their sex. Blake says, the media says one message loud and clear. Because we are women, we remain victims in our private lives, at work, in society as a whole. Thus, women must have a sense, I put 4 sense, a sense of grievance, entitlement, and rebellion. The same tactic was used to manipulate Jews, black workers, and gays. So one of the things they tell women is that we have plenty to be angry for, right? We have grievances. You know, that's how they tell African persons that we need to go back to Africa or Ethiopia or the government owes land because the great somebody in the family was a slave, so they owe us now how much years later. And so they pick up that as a grievance. And so they work the same way to influence the woman. Right? Which we will see later on. Point 3. Women should be selfish. Liberation and narcissism have merged. It says, leisure now means time for yourself, spent alone, or perhaps with one's girlfriends, but definitely without spouse and kids or children. Endless articles preach the new feminist gospel that indulging yourself is an important part of being a healthy, well-adjusted woman. Now watch this part here close. It didn't say that the woman not supposed to go and get her hair combed. You know, it's a high extremist view on this. It didn't say that. It said when the woman wants to leave, always leave the husband and children, and always want to just be with the girlfriends. So, I have a note here that says each person must spend time alone. This is good for reflection and studying. Okay? So just keep in mind, I'm not saying that. It is good for each person, each one of the genders to spend time alone. Okay? Point 4. Sex is not reserved for love and marriage. Magazines like Glamour and Cosmopolitan urge young women to put out on their first dates, ogle men openly, and be an athlete in them. There is no discussion of marriage or family. Such women can't trust a man enough to surrender themselves in love. And you know, but one of the things now, I see they put on the television, before they would put where the woman and the man meet the first date and they indulge in immorality. And you would see where the man would get up for work and he will say, he will tell her, you know, I have to work, so I'll see you next time. And she will now have to get up and pack and leave the house. Leave his place. Right? So, whatever goes on, there's no attachment there, no discussion about girlfriend, marriage, anything like that. But now they have it reversed, where the woman now is telling the man, I will call you, and she will push him out the door or something like that. Right? So, they have
a different Jewish intrigue. They're the one formulating all that one thing, all those pictures to make it see that way.
Right? So it's a form of immorality, pushing the television, everything to attack marriage. Right? Point 5. Self-fulfillment lies in career success and not husband and family. The social rewards of holding down a job are critical to one's sense of dignity and self-worth. Betty Friedan pontificated, in fact, most work is deeply ordinary, with a quote. Now this person here, Betty Friedan, I want to just show you all
I pick up this woman. This woman is a Jewish woman. She wrote a book called The Feminine Mystery. And she was given $1 million. $1 million by the Rockefellers to do this book. She wrote that women are suffering in the home. We always at home cooking, sweeping, and mopping. We need to leave the home. We need to come out. We need to get out. We are being controlled by the man. Right? And she pushed that. This is a quote from her. She said, we can no longer ignore that voice within women that says, I want something more than my husband and my children and my home. Right? There's another pickup with you. Right? Now this woman, keep in mind, brethren, even though she wrote a book and she was funded, you know, behind closed doors, she was actually she's actually a terrible person. She used to pick up knives and go to stab the husband many times. She would drink alcohol and she would take weight loss pills. She wasn't sick, but whatever it is, she had it her way. Right? So, they call them in one of the books, they have gold shoe, right? But you see how both is bestseller, yes, most controversial bestseller. And so women started writing to her, you know, they're feeling oppressed and they're in home and all this kind of thing. But they go to the bottom. The book they have been waiting for, the wisest in the soundest, most understanding, and compassionate treatment of contemporary American women's greatest problems, the child. And many housewives follow that woman into feminism. Right? So the continued reading it says, thus many women are schizophrenic as they attempt to reconcile their natural instincts with constant exhortations to do the opposite. The wreckage, broken families, and dysfunctional people is strewn everywhere. At the same time, Playboy magazine aimed a similar message at men. You don't need to get married to have sex. Marriage and children are a goal. Now you think, brethren, you ever notice the carb ads, the stag ads? What you think those things are all about? The men at home, you ever see them with a wife drinking the beer? So they are always out with the boys, like speaking about women who are most likely it was their wife at home. Right? So indulging in immorality. So all of this was pushed, okay, to get the men out of home, to destroy the family life, to break the cords that tie us to Yahweh. And we read now the conclusion. The consistent media drumbeat is organized brainwashing. It is organized, brethren. It is not by chance. This is well planned. As the scripture said, they set themselves. Okay? So in their conspiracy, as Psalm chapter 2 said. Society has been totally subverted by the central banking cartel using a satanic cult. Freemasonry as its primary instrument. Most Masons are unaware of the truth, but the owners of the mass media certainly are. So they are because they are the ones who own the media. The Jews are the ones who own the media and push the propaganda. We used to say, as American as motherhood and apple pie, only Satanists would trash motherhood. Far from empowering women, feminism has upset many. It has deprived them of a secure and valued
social role and reduce them to set objects and replicable results. And I remember Sister Vanessa pointed out last week in studies that at the end of the day, the women end up as fools. Exactly. Because we are just used and then we end up with nothing. I mean, they'll say we take myself out. Right? Music periods promote rebellion because they are defying what is natural and conducive to happiness. Like their symbol Lucifer, they wish to play God. God's love can be seen in a woman's dedication to her husband and children. Thus, the bankers must destroy it. So this is the end of the reading by the grace of God. Right? So,
finishing up the there's a show I talk about how they use the mass media, etc. You have since the years 60s, they would have these type of subliminal lyrics in the songs now, for supporting feminism, etc. Like I said, I can think about this. It's a fine print here, but I'm living my right? The name of the woman is Helen Reddy. So look, since the 60s, some of us will be Helen Reddy. Right? It says, this is the lyric supporting feminism, right? It says, I am woman, Helen Reddy. I am woman, hear me roar. In numbers too big to ignore. And I know too much to go back and pretend, because I've heard it all before. And I've been down there on the floor. No one's ever gonna keep me down again. Oh yes, I am wise, but it's wisdom born of pain. Yes, I've paid the price, but look how much I have gained. If I have to, I can do anything. I am strong. She says, I am invincible. I am woman. You can bend, but never break me, because it only serves to make me more determined to achieve my final goal. And I'm finishing up. And I come back even stronger, not a novice any longer, because you have deepened the conviction in my soul. Oh yes, I am wise, but it's wisdom born of pain. Yes, I've paid the price, but look how much I have gained. If I have to, I am woman, watch me grow. See me standing toe to toe, as I spread my loving arms across the land, but I'm still an embryo, with a long, long way to go until I make my brother understand. Oh yes, I am wise, but it's wisdom born of pain. Yes, I have paid the price, but look how much I have gained. Closing up here. If I have to, I can face anything. I am strong. She said, I am woman, I am woman, I am invincible, I am strong, I am woman, I am invincible, I am strong, I am woman. A lot of I am here, but you miss I am that missing and she herself, I am not safe.
For time's sake, I will read it. That will be a lesson for all of us, by the grace of God. It says, every wise woman buildeth her house, but the foolish plucketh it down with her hands. Amen. So the wise woman, in the sight of God, is one that buildeth her house. Okay?
So from what we study, what could we now say is coming?
Alright, okay, Jamie. I'm Jamie, you're the last.
In commercials, in a lot of commercials, they always have something like lipstick commercials. This woman is like, I am bold, I am strong, and it's something like feminism.
Amen. Amen.
So this is a Feminism is a globalist social engineering scheme aimed at destroying the social prestige influence on the family by pitting the genders against one another and by removing the influence of the role of the fathers and mothers from the household. Children are thus left exposed to the Luciferic anti-Christological morality doctrine, making them vulnerable to the New World Order. Okay? So, if we look back at the study Brother Medina would have given before, we would get a clearer understanding of the terms by the grace of God. Sure. But it is really here to attack Christ in the marriage, Christ in society, make women become a goddess, take us away from the home, take the fathers away from the home, the children are open to influence, to indoctrinate them. They are right for the New World Order. Amen. This is I say attack Christ legislation. So brethren, just one more animation. Now the group shared this on WhatsApp, and I thought it was very interesting because you know feminism type of thing. Yeah. Such as higher pay and all these things, and they use these things to push feminism. Right? So you would see.
Hi, I'm a feminist.
Oh no. Why?
I want to get equal rights for women.
You must be pleased with your success.
No.
Why not?
The patriarchy.
The patriarchy?
It means men control everything, and we need feminists to fight more than ever.
How can that be when women are the majority of voters in every election?
A lot of women voters are worthless. Not enough of them are feminists, even though it's in their best interest.
Why isn't feminism more popular?
A lot of women are ignorant and don't understand how they need to change.
It doesn't sound like you have much respect for women.
If I already respected them, I wouldn't be advocating for change.
How should they change?
They need to become less feminine.
Wait, did you say you were a feminist or a misogynist?
Feminist.
If you're not a misogynist, then who is?
Everyone who disagrees with me. I'm trying to empower women.
I see. For instance, you want all women to be able to choose whether or not to work outside the home?
No, they should all work outside the home.
Why?
Making more money should be their top priority.
Why?
So they can give more money to feminist organizations, like the one I run.
Why does your group care so much about money? Isn't it a non-profit organization?
The group doesn't profit, but I do. Most of its budget goes to pay my salary.
How do you help women? By asking them to give you money.
Helping people is a process.
As a feminist, you must be proud of the fact that significantly more women than men go to college now.
Not really.
Why not?
Not enough women major in math and science.
Which should you major in, math or science?
English. And a minor in women's studies.
Oh. Why not math or science?
Because they're boring. Other women should take them though.
I suppose some of your feminist friends did?
No. But I wouldn't want to spend my college years hanging out with computer geeks anyway.
What do you learn in women's studies?
That men are bad. But I already knew that, so it was kind of an easy A.
You must be working really hard to find the ill treatment of women in Muslim countries.
No.
Surely you don't approve of Sharia law?
It's actually not as bad as people say. I'd rather criticize the treatment of women in America.
Is that because American Muslims have begun voting Democrat?
No.
Is it because you're biased against America?
No.
Are you afraid America will look good by comparison and make feminism here seem less relevant?
No.
Is it because women in distant Muslim countries can't give money to your organization?
No.
Then why?
None of your business.
So tell me about the work you do.
We fight for abortion rights.
How?
We watch the Supreme Court in Health Roe versus Wade isn't overturned.
But nothing's changed in decades.
We keep watching just in case.
What else do you do?
Well, that keeps us pretty busy.
Yeah, I'm getting exhausted just listening to you.
We also fight for access to birth control.
Why bother? You can buy condoms at any convenience store.
You're welcome.
Feminism did that? I thought it was capitalism.
No, capitalism is bad.
How so?
Women only make 70 cents for every dollar men make.
Is that because men work in more lucrative fields?
No.
Because men pursue more lucrative jobs in those fields?
No.
Because they are less likely to only work part-time?
No.
Because they are less likely to quit their jobs to raise children?
No.
Because they work more overtime?
No.
Because they work more dangerous jobs?
No.
Because they retire at an older age and get the benefit of seniority?
No.
Then why?
Because men are bad.
How do you know the cause is sexism and not any of the things I mentioned?
Other feminists told me so.
If they can pay women much less for the exact same work, wouldn't companies hire all women, make huge profits, and run their competitors out of business?
No, they're too sexist to try that.
So corporations care more about hanging out with dudes at the office than they do about getting rich?
Yes. Corporations are greedy enough.
But I thought you didn't like capitalism? This is very confusing.
Don't feel bad. It takes years to learn how to think like a proper feminist.
So what other work does your feminist organization do?
We tell people to vote for Democrats.
Always?
Yes.
Even if the Democrat mistreats women?
They would never do that.
What if a woman accused him of doing so?
She's probably just trying to get attention.
What if other women backed up her claims?
Women are liars. You have to stand by your party.
So how are you different from any other group of Democrats?
We say the word patriarchy.
After careful consideration, I've decided not to give money to your group.
Sexist. Seriously, not even $20?
ridiculous and the unreasoned thoughts, right? Because those are really what feminism will tell you. Men work for more, women work for less, and all this other foolishness. Right? But by the grace of God, thank God for the truth, and He has shown us that we ought not to be any part of that. Right? So, brethren, this is the end. It was very nice reading with you all. I hope you all were encouraged by the grace of God to read more, and you all will continue at home. Get books, you know, dear brother, books are always coming out. Purchase them, spend time with them, read them. Okay? And learn the environment, learn what is going on, and how to keep yourself. So by the grace of God, we will stand now for a word of prayer. Okay, let us bow. Most kind, loving, eternal Father, we thank Thee so much for the truth that You have shown unto us to preserve us even in these last days. May we never accept feminism and be a part of the godless rabble. May we, Yahweh, be like the wise woman, build it a home. May we support one another in the faith of Jesus Christ, even as Thy second coming draweth nigh. And we thank Thee for the lessons, Yahweh, that You have shown unto us. Please continue to be with us. Keep us safe on the road from all accident, harm, and danger, until we meet next Sabbath once again to worship together in the unity of the faith. These mercies we ask of Thee. To Christ our Savior we pray. Amen.